1, 2, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, at this time we're going to start the program, and we're going to have the interest of the Towers High School Junior ROTC for a presentation of colors. We ask if everyone would please stand. Please join me for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Carry, brothers. Forward, march. Brothers, up. Order, brothers. Arms. Forward, march.
You may be seated. At this time, we're going to have Ms. Caitlin Brewster to come forth with the welcome.
Welcome everybody to the Unsung Hero Awards. I'm happy that you guys are all here today. The Unsung Hero Awards has a lot to do with heroes who are a lot of times unseen and unheard, right? Many of us, a lot of you in this room are unsung heroes, and to move forward with it, all of you are amazing in what you do, amazing in the work that you are here, and we are all also happy to know that we are here to honor all of you, and each is standing. Unsung heroes are, in fact, the ones that make the world go around, and the ones that are also the individuals who make sure that everyone's hearts are safe, and to make sure that everyone around the world are, in fact, not just safe, but you guys make sure that everyone around is helped and needed, and you make sure that each and every one of us will be okay. Moving forward with the 2024 Unsung Hero Awards, I want to welcome you, and I want to thank you for your time, and we're here to celebrate you, so thank you.
Good afternoon. Please give her another round of applause. She did a great job. This was her first occasion with us, and you probably noticed that she was a little nervous, but that's okay. So we just want to reassure her and let her know that she did a great job. So that is Caitlin Brewster, and she joined our office about 6 months ago. She does great work with the Small Business Administration, housing, the APPS Challenge, and did I miss something? Okay, FEMA. She works also with FEMA. So we want our young folks to feel like they're doing a great job, and we want to continue to encourage them to build up their self-esteem so that they'll be willing to come up here and do what I do. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eric Hubbard, and as you know, I'm the guy that Congressman sends out to clean up stuff. So I'm here and happy to be here. Before we get started, we have a few elected officials and former elected officials we want to recognize. We have former State Rep Pam Dickerson. Pam can wave. We have the Rockdale County Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Terry Oates. Dr. Terry Oates. We have Newton County Clerk, Ms. Jackie Smith. And we have our former state judge, Judge Clarence Cutbirth. We thank you all for coming out. Now, as we get started, of course, the choir is not here yet, but we have to keep the show going. So before we get started with the occasion and the poem, first let me apologize to our honorees. Now, we've been doing this for about 6 years, and this is the first time we've ever had this to happen. The awards that we have for you all are specially designed and created because the Congressman wants it to reflect the district. As you can see in the table here, it shows the district. Now, all of the honorees will receive an award of the district with an engraving showing their name and also a special message from the Congressman for the honorees. So we have to apologize that the delivery service that we utilize lost one of our boxes. And so unfortunately, we don't have the awards. But we were reassured that they have located the box, and it's on a trailer, but it's in Clayton County. But Monday, Monday we will have that box because the Congressman said, Eric, I need them to get that award this week or no Christmas. So you're going to have it this week, ladies and gentlemen. But we do still have your certificates that go along with the award because Congressman Hank Johnson loves you all. He loves the service that you Unsung Heroes do for the 4th District. You see, the Unsung Heroes program began 6 years ago when Congressman Hank Johnson stated that he wanted to do something for his constituents. Some are seen and some are not, but they are making the 4th better. They're feeding the hungry. They're clothing the naked. They're serving our servicemen and women. They're working with our school boards. They're taking our seniors out. They're cultivating the 4th with our young people and our seniors. And in the past, we've had some great unsung heroes from Rockdale and Newton County. Former State Representative Pam Dickerson was a former unsung hero honoree. We have Mr. Tommy Clack with the Veterans Walk of Fame. Walk of Fame, he was a former unsung hero, along with Reverend Al Sadler, Ms. Janice Morris, Talbot Morris, Ruth Wilson, Linda Haynes, just to name a few. But I want you to know you all are in great company. And what you do, in the words of Congressman Hank Johnson, makes his job easier. Because you may see him, the legislator, in Congress, but a lot of people do not see you all out there in the cold, handing out food, making sure kids have backpacks to go to school. Because without you, some of these children would not have a backpack for the first day of school. And it can be very traumatic for a kid. And speaking of children, another unsung hero, Miss Carolyn Collins, may she rest in peace, was one of our first unsung heroes. She served as a custodian for Tucker High School. And she wanted to make sure that every kid had supplies. So you probably saw on the news, she opened up a supply closet for books, utensils, toiletries, anything a kid needed, snacks. She took part of her salary to make sure that these kids were taken care of. And so those are unsung heroes. And we applaud you all for what you do. And some of you former elected officials who are unsung heroes. Because a lot of times when people leave The office, they leave. You won't see them in the same county anymore. They've moved to California or Detroit, but we never see them. But people like Ms. Nancy Schultz, who served as our county commissioner, we still see her. It's like people like Pam Dixon, you still see them doing the good work, doing the good fight. And Congressman Johnson asked me years ago, he said, Eric, because I love these people, I want you to pen something to them. And I said, a love letter? And he said, no. But he said, I'll deal with one of your poems. So this poem is entitled The Power of One. And I dedicate this to you, our unsung heroes. Because of you and your power, you have made the world and the 4th District better. The power of one. One can never underestimate the power of the heart and mind. One can never make changes if one never puts in the time. One can be as powerful as a nation of many if one desires to be. One can make the difference in being a captive or living free. One can set many on the path to harmony in the universe. One becomes the master musician when one helps others to rehearse. One can be the difference in making war and violence cease. One can be essential for a world of harmony and peace. One can show compassion and gain friends throughout the world. One can give words of wisdom to help mold young boys and girls. One can be the voice of many, urging justice for all. One can make the difference in whether we stand or fall. One can change the world by giving a helping hand with humility. One, such as you, our unsung hero, with your love for humanity. To the unsung heroes. At this time, we're going to bring forth Congressman Hank Johnson with a special presentation to Towers High School, and I believe Salem High School has just arrived, so we'll allow him to do that as well, and then we will move forward. Congressman.
Greetings, everybody. To get started, I wanted to call forward the Towers High School Junior ROTC Corps to receive this award. And we often call upon them, and they're always willing to serve, and we appreciate that about them. Thank you. And I'm sorry, sir. Lieutenant Colonel Calloway, would you step forward and receive this award on behalf of your junior ROTC? And the next award goes to the Salem High School Singing Knolls. Would y'all come forward, please? And you all will hear from them, I think, after the program. Y'all come on up.
Singing Knolls, if you all are ready to sing, we want you all to come back. You want to? Huh? Okay, well, we're going to let you come on back. Oh, and since the Singing Knolls came in, and the young lady who told me her last name was like Johnson, she reminded me that the Queen of the Fourth, we always call her the Queen of the Fourth, but she's also our DeKalb County Commissioner, presiding officer, Miss Marita Davis Johnson, the Congressman's wife. Commissioner, can we get you to wave so we'll know you're in business? Let's give her a hand. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to allow the Salem High School Singing Knolls that came all the way from Rockdale County to be with their Unsung Heroes. Let's give them a hand.
Covers PH.
For joyful giving, we'll try, we shall see. In this bliss we cannot feel fear or dread. We stop existing and start living. And it feels that always love's enough for us growing. Make a better world, to make a better world. Heal the world. A better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. And the dream we were crucify its soul. Though it's plain to see this world is heavenly, be God's glow. We could fly so high, let our spirits never die. In my heart, I feel you are all my brothers. Create a world with no fear. Together we'll cry happy tears. See the nations store their swords into plowshares. Feels that always love's enough.
Let's give another round of applause for the Singing Knolls. Yeah, they just.
Okay, please give them another round of applause. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal.
And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we're going to have a video presentation for the Unsung Heroes. But before we do that, I want to say that when the Congressman awards the Unsung Heroes their awards, they're going to take pictures in front, he and the honoree. But when he's finished and close out the program, he's going to take pictures with the honoree and his or her family members and friends over to the right. So first it's going to be the Congressman and honorees, and then afterwards, when he closes out, he'll do you all to the right. But as it goes back to Salem High School and the Singing Knolls, that song, Heal the World, that's something that we all needed to hear, because we have to heal the world. And some of the good work that you all are doing is healing the world, but we must continue to heal. And it's bittersweet here today because we're celebrating you all as Unsung Heroes of the 4th. But we know in January you all are going to go over to that other district. And we're going to miss you all greatly. So please do know that. At this time, I'm going to ask if Andy Phelan or could turn the lights down, turn them off. They're right by Jayden. And we're going to get started. Enjoy the video, ladies and gentlemen.
You may not know my name. You may have never seen my face.
You do not recognize my voice and cannot pick me out of a crowd.
I do not wear a cape or have superhuman powers, but each day I walk among you.
My support is enormously quiet. What I do is not to be seen.
Blended in the crowds, I am a silent Samaritan.
It's not for fame and never for fortune. I come to be a change maker.
I work tirelessly behind the scenes, and I've lost a lot of sleep.
But here I am, to build, to uplift, and to inspire.
These are ordinary Americans who are extraordinarily exceptional. Their kindness may appear small to some, but they leave an immense impact on the people they touch. They are the heartbeat that guides our greatest potential and the soul that keeps us tethered to our communities, the invisible pillars that provide unwavering support. When adversity comes to knock us down, their whispers remind us that strength is beneath our feet. When thunderous screams tell us to quit, they do not carry gold, but they do carry empathy. Whether there is silence or applause, the well-being of humankind is what they seek. These, my friends, are our unsung heroes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're ready to get to the meat of the program, and that is the honorees of the Unsung Heroes Awards out of Georgia's 4th Congressional District. And it's my great pleasure and honor to recognize the service of this group of 15 individuals who have distinguished themselves as humble public servants and also effective human beings doing what they do. And so we will begin at this point. And our first honoree is Dr. Billy Boyd Cox. Would you come forward, please? And normally I would read the bios, and you could read them yourself. I would encourage you to do so. The reason why I read them is because some may not decide to read them. They take this, put it in the car, and you never do read about these people. So I like to read them myself, but I got to go catch a 5:40 flight today, so I can't do them all. So I won't start with any. But first, we will honor Dr. Billy Boyd Cox, who is the first. She's the first woman to pastor the Baptist Church, the Macedonia Baptist Church in Conyers, Georgia. Y'all give it up for Dr. Cox. I'm depending on y'all to read these bios because they're very interesting people. Next is Ms. Darlene Hotchkiss, also from Rockdale County. a longtime advocate for public education, for health care, for housing. This woman is very distinguished. Ms. Esther Macklin. Who, among other things, is the executive assistant of the Rockdale County Public School System. Next, my good friend, Reverend Dr. Eric Wendell Lee, pastor of Springfield Baptist Church. Is he here? All right, please come forward, sir. Even though you're a pastor, that does not mean that you don't like football. Oh, he's got a wedding? Certainly, sure, of course. All right, well, we appreciate it. Thank you. Reverend Lee has got some folks in the audience to go back and report to him. All right. Okay, so next we have distinguished former Newton County Commissioner and my good friend Nancy Schultz. Also another distinguished individual, Coach Cleveland Stroud, former seven-term city councilman from the city of Conyers. Mr. Albert Murray is our next awardee. A distinguished 40-year career in criminal justice. distinguished businessman, Mr. Thomas Mitch Stewart. It's a good-looking suit he's got on out there, too. Yeah. Mr. Stanley Williams is our next awardee. Distinguished gentleman in government and business. Yet today is Founders Day for the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So next we have Mr. Eric Brown, a distinguished military and corporate official. Ms. Marquita Killingbeck, come forward, please. She loves her sorority, Zeta Phi Beta. Yeah. And serves humanity through that and through other organizations. Y'all have to read these bios. Very interesting folks. Next, Mr. Tommy Plummer, my good friend, and community advocate. How you doing, Tommy?
I was just able to take a second. In fairness, when Eric called up the elected officials, you left off my boss, Chief Magistrate Judge Tim. I'm doing you, Tommy. Okay. Hey, Judge, bring it to me now. Okay. David? I got you, brother. Diane, my neighbor, we could have worked together.
Yeah, I think if we check the calendar in Judge Aten's court tomorrow, Tommy's got business on there, right? Okay, next, Mr. Garrett Crawford, U.S. Army veteran. Mr. Thomas McCray, President and Chief Executive Officer of M&M Logistics Group. Last but not least, we have Mrs. Fatonia Walter, a dedicated special education teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, since I'm not reading the bios, it's probably a good idea for me to ask each of the awardees to just share a minute with us to express themselves. So we'll start out in reverse order with Ms. Walter.
Good evening. To teach is to touch lives forever. That is my motto for education. I am bringing you greetings from Rockdale School District. I am a special education teacher at Memorial Middle School. I'm also the site manager for the 21st Century Rockdale County Bridges Program. And it is just indeed an honor to be up here. I'm always in the background doing what I'm supposed to do. Obviously, I would sing, so I am thankful and I am grateful for this honor. Thank you.
Mr. McCray.
Thank you, Congressman. Okay, we're gonna miss you. But what I decided to do is, I told my people that we're gonna get an office in Perimeter, so we stay with you. Okay, so we still be with you, right? Okay, all right. So basically, I started doing things when I was a young guy in West Philadelphia growing up. Me and my brother, he's over there. He came all the way from Columbus, Georgia, to make sure I continue to do what I'm supposed to do. But we volunteered at a young age. So that's something that I carried on all through my life, and just want to continue to make this world better.
Thank you. Mr. Garrett Crawford. Okay.
Well, good evening, everyone. Good. I'd like to first and foremost, thank my wife. She's been with me 36 years. Our anniversary was yesterday. So she kind of keeps me grounded, but more importantly, the reason I do what I do is because I like what I do and I love what I do. So it's been a real honor to be a part of this, and more importantly, I got some wonderful friends that's always supported me, and they're sitting back there as well. And so I want to thank everybody for giving me this opportunity so I can keep doing more work. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Tommy Plummer. You already took about 30 seconds. I'm gonna have to cut him down in about 30 seconds, right?
Okay. Ms. Boyd said keep it short. Okay, I'll keep it short. I'm a volunteer up at our local juvenile hall, mentor. I've been there 13 years. And every time I try to go away, they pull me right back. So, and I'll just keep it short. For the dark side of life, I'm there for these young men to try to see if I can turn them around. That's what it's all about. They need me and I need them. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Killingbeck.
Well, I like to serve my community. I'm a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I'm the president of my local chapter in Rockdale and Newton counties. I'm also a deputy chief of staff for our region. I'm also serve for our Zeta National Educational Foundation. I actually help to plan our conferences, national conferences. So I love to serve my community, and I serve where it matters.
Okay, Mr. Eric Brown.
Thank you again for the opportunity.
All right, yes, sir.
All right. Well, after serving in the United States Army and going to Desert Storm, coming back home and now serving as a judge advocate at Post 77 American Legion in Conyers, where I also conduct monthly meetings, breakfast meetings. So any veterans out there want to come join the breakfast meetings because we go through an array of information for our veterans. I love serving the veteran community, and that's what we do at Post 77. Thank you very much.
And we do appreciate our veterans. Next, Mr. Stan Williams, come forward, sir. And since you are a man of the great Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, you can have as much time as you want.
Y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that? Oh, Rockdale, I'm delighted to have the opportunity, Rockdale Newton, to be here and to receive this award from my frat brother. I want you all to know that, okay? My background's corporate America, 25 years with the IBM Corporation. I left IBM and started working with the federal government. I was the regional director for the U.S. Department of Education during the Clinton administration. Subsequently, I worked for the Rockdale County School System, and I started the first evening reporting center in Rockdale County, where we nurtured young people, trying to make sure that young people who got in trouble in Rockdale County had the opportunity to get back on the right track. Even though my background's business, my passion is people, more about children than anything else. I firmly believe, you guys, that if we don't reconnect ourselves with our young people, we're going to have some real issues moving forward. The key to the future is them. And I'm happy to have with me today my sons, Zuri and Omari, and my grandchildren, Noah and Hannah. Guys, I got to tell you this. I had the opportunity this morning to go to church with my grandchildren. Both of them participated. Noah as an usher and Hannah as a soloist. I am high today just because of what they have done to me. Thank you. Thank you, Ron.
Okay, Mr. Stewart.
I'm honored to be here. Our little old family business has been there about 50 years this year. And I believe that business is there because we have 4 major priorities: God, family, community, and encouraging people. And that's what we try to do at ABC Awards. I'm honored to be here and humbled. Thank you very much.
Mr. Murray.
Wow. You know, before reading my bio, I'm amazed at what an amazing man I really am. No, I don't mean that. I don't mean that. Something for you to remember me by. Let me use my time wisely. I want to recognize my wife and daughter and a table full of family friends and church members. It's such an honor to be here. I want to thank Congressman Johnson for having the vision to create this great award 6 years ago and to make sure that people who need recognition are recognized in a special way. Unsung heroes are special people. They are people who go out of their way to do things for other people and expect nothing in return. So I'm just honored to be a part of that group. Also in my bio, what does not show that for an 8-year period, I was commissioner of the Department of Juvenile Justice here in Georgia and had an opportunity to try and do outreach to many young people who I felt like needed help. And that was an opportunity. Another thing that does not show in my bio, if you could see this little pen, you'd see Phi Beta Sigma on it. I'm sure there's some fraternity brothers here. But anyway, thank all of you for being here. Congratulations to all the co-recipients, and Merry Christmas and Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay. Coach Stroud.
Thank you, Representative Johnson. You know, we didn't do what we've done or what we do for the accolades. We do it because it's right in God's eyes, and also that we can pass what we have learned in our lifetime down to our pupils, you know, that we have in our classrooms and in our community. So the greatest thing you can do is do something for your community. And so that some people, like my players, sometimes call me and say, Coach, you remember when you told me such and such? I don't remember it. But they do, and that's what's important. Thanks very much for this award.
Thank you, Coach. Commissioner Schultz.
Thank you, Congressman. So I'm no longer a commissioner, but I was a commissioner for 12 years in Newton County, and I had the privilege of working very closely with Congressman Johnson to bring resources back to our community. And first of all, I'd like to thank my husband for being by my side for over 45 years. And Jackie Smith, who is our clerk of Newton County, and she really helped me get my footing in Newton County. But I'd really like to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about a special relationship that I experienced with Congressman Johnson. In 2016, I requested tickets to the inauguration because I thought we were going to have the first woman president. And we all know that that didn't materialize. And I asked Congressman Johnson, I said, what do you want me to do with these tickets? And he said, you will go to the inauguration because we believe in a democracy, in a peaceful transfer of power. And that left a mark on me because, as you know, we fast forward to 2020 and we know what happened on January 6th, and now we, again, are going to see a change in power. And I have the utmost confidence that despite the fact that we are no longer going to be in the congressman's district, he will represent all of us and provide a person that is committed to fairness and justice in our Congress. So thank you for this honor, and I'm honored to be here with all of you because I know many of you, and I'm just honored to be in your presence. Thank you, Congressman.
Yeah, indeed, we do have challenging days ahead of us, and what it means is that each one of us has a special responsibility towards our fellow human beings, regardless of what they believe, who they support, what they look like, where they're from, who they love. We all must strive to bring out our greatest human attribute, and that is love and compassion and respect for each other. And if we can proceed in that way, we will get through the challenges that lie ahead. And so next, Pastor Lee is busy at the football game. So Does someone want to come up and say something on Pastor Lee's behalf? Come on, sir. And what's the score, by the way?
The Falcons don't play this afternoon. That's all we care about. So, first of all, I got to say something else about this Greek debate they're having here. I'm an Alpha. And we are the godfather of all of these children, the Sigmas, Omegas, Kappas, Zetas. I had to say it. For those in here that attend Springfield Baptist Church.
Sir, your time is up.
For all those who attend Springfield Baptist Church, they know that Pastor Lee has a certain cadence. When he comes in, the first thing he's going to do is praise. He's going to say, praise to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. The next thing he's going to do is say, thanks to his wife, his mother and father, and his kids, and his Springfield family. Third he's going to tell a joke. He's always got a joke in his sermon. And the joke for the day is, the Saints will win the Super Bowl. And then he'll get serious, and he will say, we as a people have faced hard times before, and we will get through them, through these times. And then he'll quote a Morehouse graduate and say, we will see the promised land. That's what Pastor Lee would do. Thank y'all.
The only thing I can think about is Pastor Lee in front of the TV, popcorn in hand. Okay, and he deserves a break. Miss Macklin, come on forward, please.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'd like to thank you, Congressman Johnson, for this award. It was really a surprise to me when Eric sent me the email. I said, you meant me? And he said, yes, you. I said, okay, let me get my thoughts together. But I really am appreciative. I think for a long while I was looking for my gift, and I didn't really know what it was. And my son, who was born in 2000, showed me what my gifts were, because that's when I got really involved, and my husband and I got really involved in the autism arena with the Rockdale Autism Support Group, and just getting in touch with all sorts of other programs. And that is something that is near to us now. And I come from a long line of servants and servers. My mother, she has shown us, my sister and I, that we do need to be givers and servers. And one of the quotes was, service is the price you pay for being on this earth, and that's what we do. So my gift has made room for me, and I really appreciate you all, and thank you so much for this honor.
You're welcome. Thank you. Ms. Hotchkiss.
Thing I don't like to do. I think you're going to be late for your flight if you don't go now. We will very much miss you, sir. You have looked over us and out for us for so very long. But as you can tell from this room, we're a strong group of people. It doesn't mean we won't reach out to you very often, but this group of people was pretty amazing, and we'll go on.
Well, I'll be there also, and I look forward to us reaching the finish line together.
Yes.
Thank you. And I'm really going to miss my constituents from Rockdale and Newton County. We've had a wonderful time together, and it's bittersweet, mostly bitter, to be leaving my representation of that constituency, such a unique and old school constituency that represents all of the values that young people perhaps today may not be getting the greatest dose of. So we appreciate Rockdale. And last but not least, Dr. Boyd Cox.
Thank you, sir.
Bring us home, Pastor.
Well, let the church say amen. Amen again. Amen. I am grateful and honored to be here this afternoon. I did not, as the pastor of the first female pastor of Macedonia Baptist Church in Conyers, I could not have done what we accomplished alone. I'm so glad that I had by my side Coach Stroud when we worked to pay off a mortgage that had been there for 20 years, and the bank kept refinancing it, and the people just really didn't know how to get out of it. And so I'm grateful to God that he gave me the leadership ability and the will and the know-how and a group of people who were willing to work together so that we could pay off a 20-year-old mortgage in 18 months. So I thank God for that, and thank you.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I want to once again thank you all for coming today. I want to also recognize the great contributions that Mr. Schultz, you've made to the video and photography industry throughout your years of taking pictures and videos of your dear wife. That has been your, oh, that's a joke that didn't go over too well. I didn't set that up right. I didn't set that up right, but thanks anyway for all of the pictures. And seriously, I do want to thank my staff for all of the great work that they have done to make this day possible. Under the leadership of District Director Kathy Register. And what did y'all think about that video? Wasn't it nice? That was Candace right there. Candace, thank you for producing that. Technical difficulties. I think we must have had Eric responsible for technology. You know, that's why we didn't get the gifts that. Yeah, he was supposed to go out and pick them up. But he got held up at the last restaurant that. Yeah, but and also. Yo, got to give it up for Caitlin Brewster. Did such a great job with the greeting.